Hi, everyone. So, my prior life kicked me out. Isn't that crazy? It literally kicked me out when I was doing this live. And then it was running on its own. I was like, oh my God, my life has gone rogue. It is crazy. Because I set this alarm for myself on YouTube that's supposed to tell me when it's time for me to go to bed. So when the alarm went off, then my live just like kicked me out. So, anywho, enough of that. So, what I was talking about on the part one of the Jason Frank tragedy, I was saying, when a couple is going through a separation, there's still room for hope that they can reconcile. But there's something about when they get the attorney and they go to the court and they file the legal documents for the divorce. That is when it could have an emotional turmoil on the person who is the recipient of that divorce. And on top of the other emotional turmoil that poor Jason had been going through, from the financial troubles, the loss of his stepdaughter who passed away, now is facing legal battles, and his ex-wife taking everything from him. And just imagine having to experience all this in front of the entire world. A lot of pain this man felt, and he felt trapped and he felt alone. And it's so very sad. So I just pray that this story will help someone to realize that self-conclusion is not the answer. I saw somebody in my prior chat ask, what is self-conclusion? Well, I can't say this word on YouTube, okay? I can't say it. They don't let us. We can get in trouble for saying it, basically. You know what they'll do. They'll give you a strike or whatever on your page. So instead of saying that word, I just made up a term called self-conclusion. That's when somebody ends their life. It's just another word for, it's another word for this word, the S word here. Just to respect YouTube, I use that term. And I just don't like the meaning behind the S word too. Words manifest, so I try not to say it as much. But anywho, I just want to pray with you guys and to realize that you can get through any struggle that you're going through. You don't have to end your life like what Jason thought that this sadly was his end result. The enemy will try to torment you like he did Jason, to tell Jason and deceive him into thinking that ending your life is the way out. But it's not. God is the way, the truth, and the light. And he can help you get through any pain and any trauma, no matter what the enemy tries to put upon you, if you allow him to give you the strength. And ending your life is not really going to bring peace to you. And it won't bring peace to you in the afterlife, for sure. And it won't bring peace to your family members, who will all be tormented for the rest of their life. They will never get over it. People think that, oh, well, as time passes on, they'll get better. No, people have told me when they lost a loved one, especially to self-conclusion, they always have this thought in the back of their mind of why, and could they have done something, and it wasn't their fault. It's a really painful process to try to get through and try to live past. There's different ways out of depression. Number one, seeking God. I have to say that because I've been through a lot of, depression and different things in my life. And one way I got through it was through getting on my knees, praying, depending on his Bible and the words, the scriptures that he has in them, because those scriptures to me, based on his word, they're promises that God has given us. And when you speak those promises out, you manifest them into your life, because God promised good things, life and have life abundantly. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, turning over. So it's like when you seek him, when you trust in him, he will give you the strength. God says, people say, weeping may endure a night, but joy cometh in the morning. It's when you lean upon him. Some people who are Christian, you will still go through torment and hardship. We all will. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian or a believer or not. But when you have God, he gives you an extra hope and power and ability to overcome the torments of this world. Now, in addition to that, you need to get a therapist. You do. But you can't just solely depend on a therapist, I have to say, because a lot of therapy is in place to have you keep going. You realize when you do go to therapy, a lot of times your issue never really gets resolved. It's just like a never-ending cycle. But it is a way to maintain. It's a maintenance ability to help you cope with those struggles. But having God in your life, you can tap into Him even when your therapist is not around. You know what I mean? Like, say you're in the middle of the night and you're facing a depression episode and you're all by yourself. Who are you going to call on? Your therapist is not going to be there. Your friends may be asleep or with their husband or wife. So who are you going to be able to call on? God. Because this life is not going to be easy. So, yeah, second, have a therapist. Third, you need a support group. You need a support group. My support group they are composed of my Christian family at church. I have a sister's Bible study, a women's Bible study. And in that Bible study, there's a couple women that I trust that are like mentors to me. So if I'm having a hard situation I'm going through, I have people I can reach out to. It doesn't mean the person that you have in your support system has to be from church. I'm just giving you an example of mine. I've just found that women who are truly, truly believers, they're able to minister to me in a way that really helps me because they tap into prayer when I'm going through something. They're able to give me Bible scriptures that I can rely upon if I'm facing a mental downbreak or sadness or something I'm going through. That's just my support system. You may have other people in your support system, but whoever that is in your support system, they need to be receptive to the challenges you're going through, meaning they're able to listen to you without judgment, without being dismissive, because a lot of people in our society are always trying to be dismissive of people's pain and agony and struggles. So you need someone who's not going to be dismissive, but who will listen to you and who will care and who will be receptive. So pray to God about who that will be. And then fourth, you need to have words of affirmations, words that you speak over your life daily. God says, life and death are in the power of the tongue. People think that sometimes the scriptures are just there just to be there and they don't have any power. No, God has given you all the tools you need in the Bible if you just use it. There's a reason why He said death or life in the power of the tongue, because He wanted to teach us as individuals that we manifest our future by the words we speak. It starts with the mind. It starts with the thoughts that you have in your mind, and then it manifests into the words that you speak, and then it manifests into your life. So you have to speak life into yourself, which is by words of affirmation. And my words of affirmation are founded upon the Bible. So all you got to do is Google scriptures and make them into statements. I am the head and not the tail. I'm above and not beneath. The joy of the Lord is my strength. Saying those type of things over your life. You could figure out the ones that minister to you. You don't necessarily have to use scriptures. You could just make statements like, I am enough. I am strong. I am powerful. I am more than a conqueror. Whatever you think will help you, that will build you up in those moments when you're feeling really down, you have to be able to speak positive thoughts over your life, because like Jason, you will come through those dark moments in your life. We all face them. That's why these stories about self-conclusion I take them very seriously, and they mean a lot to me. And that's why I share them a lot on this page, because I know it's something that we all go through. We all face depression. We all face those thoughts sometimes of wanting to give up. But you should fight for your life, because your life matters and you matter. You do. And you matter to God. And the only person that's speaking those negative thoughts into your mind is Satan, because he comes to kill, steal, and to destroy you. That's what his whole purpose is. So when you're feeling those thoughts, you have to be able to identify where the thoughts are coming from. Are they coming from God, a good source, or are they coming from Satan, a negative source? If those thoughts are bringing depression, hopelessness, thoughts of self-conclusion, you know that those thoughts are from Satan, because he comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And God comes so that you may have life, and life more abundantly. So if you're feeling those thoughts of hopelessness, you're going to have to feed your mind with the scriptures of God that will give you that life and life abundantly, and give you the thoughts that are going to help push you and strive you along. But this is just my thought regarding this. I feel really sad for Jason. I'm so heartbroken how his life ended. The depression, the pain that he felt trapped in, and he felt this, the hopelessness was so much that he chose this way out. It's very heartbreaking. But keep his family in your prayers. I know a lot of people are blaming Tammy. I'm pretty sure she's blaming herself. But at the end of the day, it was Jason's choice. And so we just have to pray for him and pray for his family. All right, take care, guys. God bless.